Hey y'all, what up? What up? What up? What up? What up? The movie was Cool Runnings, but this would be a hot roast session. Yo, mom, what's up, moms? What's up, moms? I'm waiting for more moms to get in the building. Pause. Mon. What's the word, y'all? How we doing today? I only see the homie KT King in the building. Prepare the roast session all the time. Metal Mayhem in the building. What's good, player? Black guy tonight. Mon. I see a little Mon, man. I see a lost little Mon. What's the word, y'all? How we doing? I'm excited to see y'all. Y'all give me energy. You know what I'm saying? We got that playing in the background. You know what I mean? Nah, I mean. Nah, I mean. Good afternoon, Mon. How's it going, Mon? I hope you're having a good day, Mon. That's what we do this whole day. Hey, Mon. How's the Mons doing today? Gene Diggs, what up, bro? Yo, what's up, Mom? How's it going? We ain't doing bro today. We only doing moms, mom. So imagine, mom. Gary Tindall with your whole ass, mom. That shape up was yo. I don't even. His hair, the way his head was shaped, pause, was just crazy, yo. That shit was wild. Like it was weird because when you see him from certain angles, he look regular. Then you see the hair and it's like square and sharp. Like he could like stab somebody with that shit. Like you know when E Honda used to do the movie, he jumped and he like hit you in the head. Like he could do that. Like he could just jump in a bow, hit you in your midsection, knock the air, knock the wind out you. Unlike the Kumite, Cool Runners was based on a real story, Mon. Yeah, but it was also loosely based on that, super loosely based on that story, Mon. Like I did some research on it, and most of that shit didn't happen. Um, it wasn't like they weren't like sprinters or whatever like that, and then that's not what happened. It was actually put together. I think it was put together by the government, or something like that. But yeah, it's very loosely based, not even close. And when they got to the Winter Games, wasn't nobody talking that wasn't playing with them. Like in the movie, when they got to the Calgary, people was talking shit like you don't belong here. That's they that shit they put that in there for the movie. Love Seat hairline had ass. That's a fact. Minecraft hairline, Minecraft had ass. I can't even say that was a forehead. It was a block. Yo, his shit looked crazy. He looked like the old PS1 character. Bro had the PS1 face. Bro definitely had the PS1 face in there. Mon. And they wouldn't have been able to go if it wasn't for him with the PS1 face. Mon held it down. Held it down, yo. Um, he went to the barbershop and asked for the Minecraft fade, Mon. That's exactly what he did, Mon. Haircut free, Mon. Is that a drawers on the outside shirt? If so, it's fine. Oh yeah. Yo, y'all want me to start doing Superman episodes again? I haven't done them in a while, but I've been thinking about getting back to that. And also, people keep asking me about Blank Man, and I've never seen it. I started watching it and I ain't finished it. So y'all let me know in the chat if y'all want me to do Blank Man. I'm gonna check it out. Look like one of the players off the Knockout King. Yeah, he looked crazy. The PS1 fade, mom. That's a fact. But yeah, this drawers on the outside shirts, all the stuff is in my merch shop. Maybe I should do a better job at like posting that shit. Posting about the merch shop. Let me see if I could the Baba Zoo store. Mon. I'm gonna put the merch store link in the chat. And then also, like I say every week, if y'all can, yo, um, super likes, man. Super likes really help me and help me continue to make content for y'all. And so if you got it, if you got $3, if you got $5, if you got $40, like hit me with that, hit me with one of them super likes, man. It's always appreciated. Also, I need to do some stuff for the Patreon. I haven't posted on the Patreon in like a week, so maybe that's what I'll be working on tonight. You know what I mean? Some Patreon content. Um, and y'all let me know in the chat, like what type of stuff, like if you were to pay for a Patreon, what type of content would you like to see me do? Hell yeah, we need some Superman episodes. Drawers on the outside. And yeah, I haven't done that in a while. I started working on a Batman episode, the shit with stupid ass that dummy Scarface. That episode funny as hell. Do the Batman episode almost. Oh, I did that one before actually, but I actually want to redo that. I might have to redo that with your whole ass. What up, Gary Tyndall? Appreciate you for the $5, bro. Um, Shout out to everybody that just be pulling up in the lives like and fucking with me, yo. Like, y'all don't understand. I know a lot of people be hitting me. They be like, yo, your content. I've been going through it, and your content keeps me, makes me laugh, and it helps me get through these situations. And like I mean, that's always wonderful to hear. But I also want y'all to know that like just y'all kicking it with me and like sharing stuff, it makes me laugh too. And it like I be going through it too, like And I don't talk about it. I try to keep it to myself, but I be going through it too. And y'all pulling up and kicking it with me is like highlight of my week. So thank y'all. Almost got him. I definitely did, but I'm gonna do it again for y'all. I'm gonna redo it because I did it in the way I used to do it before. I used to talk a lot slower, so I'm gonna do it again. How Leon from above the rim drive a bobsled mon. The bobsled mon. Come on, bro. Yeah, there we go. Um, Brian Kennedy. What up? What up? What up? What up, Bobs? I never thought about Malik Yoba as Luke Cage, but yeah, I see it. He looked just like Luke Cage in that movie. Like when he walked in, like the dude that played Luke Cage. He looked like him. He was mad for. He was just angry for no reason in that movie. I'm gonna leave the island, man, and I'm gonna live down here. That's Buckingham Palace. That shit was funny. We just purchased both Blackula movies. I gotta finish Blackula. I started watching it. That stupid them pork chops on his face when he turned into Blackula was killing me. I'm like, yo, this nigga look like a werewolf, not a vampire, bro. Throwing me the fuck off. Black Guy Tonight. Yeah, Mon. Yeah. Mon. What y'all think about the song? Did y'all hear the song? My first choice for Luke Cage was Henry Simmons. That was back in the 90s. I still feel like, no disrespect to what's his name? Mike Cotier, Pumpkin. Huh? What's his name? Mike Cotier, the dude that played Luke Cage. Who? The dude that Mike Coulter. Like I like Mike Coulter. Not as Luke Cage though. He don't have the swag to play Luke Cage. Like he can't pull off this. Even with him getting all the chicks, it didn't feel like real. I'm like, yo, he dabbed all. Remember when he did the dab? That shit was mad stiff and weird. I'm like, yo, this he should not. I like him. I think he could play another character. I think like, well, he don't have hair, so he can't play Blue Marvel. But I think he could. There's a different character for him to play. But he was never really good as Luke Cage to me. He was just a little too. Luke Cage got to be swaggy. He got to have like, you know what I mean? Thank you for doing these lives. It's a roast session with the people. That's a fact. That's what it is, man. We about to roast these motherfuckers. Leon was all over the place back. Yeah, he was in mad movies, yo. It still bugs me out after watching Cool Runnings and then watching him in the Five Heartbeats. I'm like, yo, he really was versatile. Because they feel like two different characters. They almost feel like two different actors. I'm like, is that the same actor? He was killing it back then. I wonder what happened to him. The song was great. Appreciate you, Mike DDH. Song was hilarious. Appreciate you, Bobs. What's up, Pumpkin? Yeah, Pumpkin in the chat. Did you see when Blackula got hit by the cab? Yeah, then he killed the chick. I'm like, he ain't need to do that. He ain't need to kill her. That song brought me back to my child. Oh, yeah, of course. No. That was my shit back then. I was a huge Busta Rhymes fan when I was a kid. My first cassette tape was When Disaster Strikes. That's when I started rapping. I had that tape. My brother gave it to me, and then I started rapping. So I've been rapping for a long time. So more music content on the way, by the way. He was just alright. What do you think about Morris Chestnut as Luke Cage? Nah. I mean, he could, but nah. I don't want to look Morris Chestnut as Luke Cage, actually. I'm cool on Morris Chestnut as Luke Cage, but I like Morris Chestnut. I think he's a legend, but I don't want him as Luke Cage. I think my choice for Luke Cage would be the dude, not Elders Hodge, but his boy. Well, actually, no, maybe not even him. I don't know. I got to think about it. I feel like I had a choice, but I can't think about it right now. He was just alright. Yeah, I didn't really like it. Rap Face is tight for real. Appreciate you, the Empty Eye. That yeah, actually, you got to check out that whole album. I got a project. It's called Imagination, produced by the homie Du Ivan. You can check that out on any place that you stream. It's on YouTube too. So if you search Mandela Eskia, two L's, ESKIA, you'll find you in Imagination. The project's on here, so you can check it out. It's on there. Um, Morris teeth too big for Luke Cage. You know what? You're 100% correct. Because I was trying to figure it out. I was like, why does it that idea not work for me? And it is his teeth is too big. You are absolutely right. He got the donkey teeth. I think Morris Chestnut is a little too old now. You know who I actually would like to play Luke Cage? Like, I think Luke Cage should be dark skinned, but the Dominican dude, the black Dominican dude from The Boys, I would let him play Luke Cage too. Hell no, nah, the Morris Chestnut. I can't see it. He Ricky, man. But you know, it actually would be funny if Ricky, who got shot, becomes a bulletproof man. I'm just saying. We let Morris Chestnut be Luke Cage, then I'm just saying. I'm just saying, yo. Hell to the no, to the no, no, no. So I started working on some new cartoon content for y'all, right? And I'm gonna try and watch Blank Man tonight, but I also don't know if I'm gonna watch Blank Man tonight because I do also want to watch some old school cartoons. I want to watch some more of them old school Spider-Man cartoon episodes. And I just did a new piece of content cartoon for the Mask cartoon. Mask! What did it say today? I just did that. That cartoon funny as hell. Yo, one of the episodes that I watched, the main character's son got murdered and then brought back by aliens. It's crazy, yo. He got murdered and brought back by aliens. I'm like, they put this on the TV back then? No wonder Gen Z was so wild, independent. When movie theaters start playing Your Soul Imagines before movie, people will be dying from laughter. Man, I hope I get to that point, man. That would be great. We got to figure out a way to expand this, but I'm actually figuring some shit out, so we'll see. They got to find a new face for Luke Cage, a fresh Mon. Yeah, I agree. I don't know. Laz Alonso seems more family man like to me to be Luke Cage. I'm just thinking about how he act his I feel like he can pull off the swag shit and he can pull off the toughness of Luke Cage. That's why I said him. Elders Hodge is a little too lanky, although I like Elders Hodge. Elders Hodge is Luke Cage, basically. But he's just a little too lanky for me. But he would actually, I think he would be a good Luke Cage too. Not wishing anything bad on Samuel Jackson, Morris could be cast as Nick Fury in future MCU stuff. I don't know. I ain't seen Morris Chestnut in enough stuff that I think I don't know. His name is Morris Chestnut. That's crazy. Mask became wacky races in season 2. See, I haven't even caught up to season 2. I just started watching season 1. I appreciate you doing songs that complement the Soul Imagine episodes. You do 100. Appreciate you, son. Aware Bear. I love that name. Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. I got some more episodes of that I'm going to do. But I also want to do the Spider-Man 1980s one, before the other show. I did some episodes of that, but I want to do all the Doctor Doom episodes and then release it as one Soul Imagine for y'all. Because Spider-Man versus Doctor Doom is mad funny, bro. Like, when I tell Spider-Man versus Doctor Doom on them. First of all, what the fuck was Doctor Doom doing fucking with Spider-Man? Like, yo, nigga, you got a whole team of superheroes you deal with. Spider-Man t-shirts. I don't know how to do Spider. What, like, you mean squirt webs from your wrist t-shirts? I don't know if I was just a high thought, but would you ever do a So Imagine you with Kendrick and Drake's beef? I did one. I don't really. That shit is done. I don't really want to talk about that no more. I did one last year at the Super Bowl because Kendrick performed Not Like Us, and I did a whole So Imagine that did pretty well. So I did, but I'm Have you ever seen the 80s animated Incredible Hulk episode with Quasimodo? Wait, hold on. There's an 80s Incredible Hulk cartoon? I never knew. I never knew. I'm still here, y'all. I'm just checking something. Oh, I didn't press this shit. How long we been on here? 15 minutes. Give my 10 more minutes. As I'm doing this, I also got a whole chicken in the oven because that's how I give it up. You got to do the Spider-Man and his Amazing Friends episode when they go to the X Mansion. Oh yes, I got you on that, Metal Mayhem. Spider-Man's first appearance, he wanted to join the Fantastic Four. What in the first appearance ever? Robert Downey looking for beef across the whole MCU. That's a fact. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. That Doctor Doom in the old cartoons is wild funny. Yo, the first time he pulled up, he was like, "Yo, I'm gonna just go to the United Nations and I'm gonna make these robots and I'm gonna replace everybody with robots." What was it? No, not. He was mind controlling the people at the world leaders to say that he's the leader of the world. So he was mind controlling them, right? Boom. Spider-Man foils his plan. Then he comes back on another episode, and this time he making robots. He like is replacing the world leaders with robots, right? Spider-Man foils that shit again. Then he was like, "Fuck the UN," but then he don't say fuck. Then the next time he working with some dude that's some villain that he was working with that had like some type of psychic powers or some shit. And then he bring the world leaders to Latveria, and he making Latveria seem like it's a beautiful place. Like he had created some like new food thing, and it was some bullshit. And then Spider-Man foiled him again. So now I gotta watch the next episode when Doom pull up again, because Doom show up like 5 different times fucking with Spider-Man. He fights Quasimodo's 14th grandson. I gotta find that episode. That sounds funny. I just sent you a clip of IG of the 1982 Incredible Hulk cartoon series with Dr. Octopus. There's an Incredible Hulk cartoon. Okay, I gotta watch that. Are we getting more 80s and 90s So Imagine? 80s and 90s cartoons So Imagine? Yes, because the 80s and 90s are the best cartoons. Also, I got a new Ninja Turtles episode. That's gonna be in the next cartoon compilation. So be on the lookout for that. You know what I mean? Know what I mean? Because I think what I'm gonna do, since we're in February still, is that next week y'all will get another cartoon compilation, and the week after that y'all will probably get Blank Man if I can figure out something for Blank Man. Yeah, most definitely. But also back to the Mons. Somebody was in the comments talking about, you ain't talking about the comic books that he was looking at. Nobody give a damn about that. We talking about the Mons. You know one thing I didn't like about Cool Runnings? There's a scene where John Candy's character grabs he grabs dude by the neck. And I'm like, what was the fucking point of that? It's like it just felt weird. I'm like, why is this white dude grabbing this black dude by the neck? I didn't like that shit at all. Weird. I was like, they didn't need that. He could have grabbed him by the collar. He grabbed him by his whole. I didn't like that shit. Yo, low key, Raphael in that trench coat is still funny. Raphael in that trench coat and nobody noticing is crazy to me. In the cartoon was one thing, but in the movie, that motherfucker had the trench coat on and nobody noticed. I'm like, yo, ain't that a big ass turtle? That's a big ass turtle right there. Boy had a trench coat on, no boots. He should at least have some Timbs. They should have gave Raphael some Timbs. Then he would have been able to pull that off a little bit better. This motherfucker in a trench coat with the 2 big feet, the 2 big toes. Shit, wild. I was happy to see it. So Imagine Heathcliff the cat. Yeah, people have been asking me for that for a while. I think I'm gonna do Inspector Gadget too next. I haven't done Inspector Gadget in a while. I mean, I never done Inspector Gadget, and people have asked for that. Please consider doing the A-Team TV series for So Imagine, especially the episodes of Mr. T as B.A. Baracus is afraid to fly on airplanes. I got you. Send me an episode. Give me an episode name, and I'll look into it, bro. I'll look into it and do one of them thing cartoons when they used to say, thing, ring, do your thing. Yo, I was thinking about that. I used to watch those, Bobs. I used to watch those cartoons, actually. That was those episodes. That shit was mad stupid. He had like the whole thing, and this shit was dumb. You know what else is dumb? The fact that the Flash has a suit in the ring. That shit is wild. That he got a whole suit inside the ring. The shit come out the ring and he get in it. That shit dumb. Um, do an episode of the Harlem Globetrotters. I've been thinking about that one, Metal Mayhem, especially for Black History Month. I did an episode of Afro Samurai and posted yet though. I did an episode of Afro Samurai. So the first episode of Afro Samurai I did. So stupid. Justice League episode again, please. I did so many of those. I'm gonna repost some of them shits on my Instagram. The superhero Globetrotters, yeah, the superheroes. I also want to do jabba 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 ja. So much shit I haven't done yet. Can't wait till we get to Rocket Power. Man, I didn't watch. I don't know about Rocket Power. I think I was off. I wasn't on Nickelodeon when Rocket Power came out. But if you could send me a really good episode that's wild funny, we could do it. All them Globetrotters. Glad you said jabba 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 ja. Flash has a lot of rings with his suit in them. It's insane. Gotcha, boss man. Hanna-Barbera was crazy with it. That's a fact. But Hanna-Barbera had Magilla Gorilla, right? That was Hanna-Barbera, Magilla Gorilla. That's a fact. Magilla. Once again, another reminder: if y'all can't hit them super likes, this shit just helpful. You know what I mean? Hit the super likes, get you some merch, whatever works well for you. Hit a super like on the video. That's your favorite one. You know, whatever floats your boat, man. That's old school Johnny Quest. People have been asking for Johnny Quest for forever. I know Ace Vane does Johnny Quest, and them shits be hilarious. So I haven't really thought about Johnny Quest. He-Man is my favorite one to do, to be honest with you. Any more non-cartoon TV shows on your list? I've been thinking about doing another Dawson Creek episode because James Van Der Beek passed, just in remembrance. But I haven't figured it out. I mean, I also want to do Supernatural, but I think if I do Supernatural, I'm gonna do Hercules, and I'm gonna do that on my Hercules is probably gonna go on my Patreon, right? Because I got Xena on the Patreon, I got Hercules. I might even do y'all might be mad at me, but I might do thinking about doing People Under the Stairs for my Patreon because I watched that silly ass fucking film and I wrote something for it. I just haven't recorded it yet. But maybe I'll just do it in pieces and do the full one on the Patreon. Have you seen Batman Mystery of the Batwoman movie? I have not. Is it worth watching? Is it a cartoon or what is it? Oh, dude, Captain and the Game Master. What's that? Better Mayhem, tell me about it. And Adam Man, I used to definitely watch. Do Angry Beavers. Hey, appreciate you, Brian Kennedy, Bobs for the $9.99, $9.99, basically $10. Appreciate you. We done leveled up. Do you remember Cleopatra 2525? I don't know what the fuck is Cleopatra 2525. Metal Mayhem know everything. He be knowing cartoons that people don't be knowing. He be knowing. I don't know how, but he be knowing. Have you ever seen the Batman episode with Green Hornet and Bruce Lee as Kato? We're talking about the Batman TV show, like the live action Batman or Batman the animated series. No doubt. Appreciate you. Hardy har har. What up, yo? You just got here. We in the building. What's up? I got all of these ads in back of me, but I can't skip. Sorry, y'all. Captain N was a Nintendo cartoon. Had some of the biggest video game characters in it, kinda. Okay, I'm gonna check that out. Captain N. I'm gonna look that up. Man, I was watching the NBA All Star game. Oh, that was today. I know that dunk contest was doo doo. That dunk contest was garbage. I feel like dunk contests used to be better when I was a kid. They used to be doing all types of crazy shit. Round the back, through the legs, dunk. Metal Mayhem is a nerd. Much respect. Yeah, so am I. But I ain't. My nerd can't fuck with Metal Mayhem's nerd. I remember when you pull up to the show Metal Mayhem and we was talking about time travel and shit like that, and I'm like, this is the motherfucker I could fuck with because he be knowing. Pumpkin, could you check the chicken? It needs to be based. My chicken need to be based, God. Um, Bruce Lee on Batman was from the TV series. Oh, word. But which one? The live action, obviously. Yeah, All Star Game is still on. Y'all watching y'all both right now. Yeah, I didn't even realize that. I was wondering why I was like we had less people in here than usual. They had real stars in the dunk contest back then. That's a fact. Nowadays, I'm like, who are these people? And that one dude should have won. That one, there was a dude that kept showing up at the dunk contest, and he was like, my homegirl was over, and my brother had it on, and he was just dancing too much. I'm like, why is this nigga dancing so much? It was just too much dancing. Too much dancing. He ended up winning, but it is what it is. Dude from the Spurs had it. Almost. We all nerds, but Metal Mayhem is on a different level sometimes. He be bringing up stuff we probably ain't heard of or seen. That's a fact. Be giving me content, bro. I think the Hulk versus Quasimodo episode was titled "When the Monsters Meet" from the '82 cartoon. Yo, the fact that there is a 1982 Incredible Hulk cartoon is wild to me because I did not, I never knew. As Tony Baker would say, I never knew. Cleopatra 2525 synopsis. A 20th century stripper. Stop it. A 20th century stripper is cryogenically frozen, waking 500 years later to join female warriors fighting killer robots in post-apocalyptic future. Oh, this is a movie. This is a movie, Metal Mayhem. Okay. I ain't know about that. Okay. That is funny. Not a stripper. Okay, I gotta hold on. I gotta take a picture so I don't forget about that one. Not Cleopatra 2525 in the year 2929. Oh shit, the old head's coming back in the game. When they told Bruce Lee as Kaido, um, had to lose to Robin, Bruce got so pissed he scared Burt Ward, who played Robin. Did he still lose though? Why the fuck would Kaido lose to Robin in that stupid ass suit? And his dances were terrible. Yeah, his dances were weird. I'm like, why does this dude dance so much? That sounds like idiocracy. I mean, America is idiocracy right now. See exactly my point on that Metal Mayhem. An ancient stripper in futuristic times is crazy, yo. I gotta see that. Cleopatra 2525. I gotta find it. A Connected. What up, A Connected? Connected. I don't know if I'm saying it correctly. I think Kaido killed Robin in that show. Did he? Maya Rudolph's character. What we talking about? What we talking about, y'all? Y'all be in and out. Y'all in and out of the chat today. In and out. A 1982 Hulk cartoon is the one where when the Hulk turns back into Bruce Banner, his clothes come back with no rips and tears in them, and his shoes are perfect. That's plenty of material for you. I'm gonna watch that. You know what else that makes me think what I want to watch again? I want to do another episode of Turbo Teen. Turbo Teen is some bullshit. Turbo Teen, the fact that Turbo Teen is some stupid shit. This nigga turns into a car. He's a wear car. That's what it should be called. Turbo Teen should just be called wear car. bro, that shit gotta hurt. This nigga turns into a fucking car. He's like, this shit turning the wheels. That shit gotta hurt, bro. That shit, I would never want to be Turbo Team. I'm like, this does not look appealing. Body all stretches and shit. Ugh. He got an engine inside him. Also, there's an episode I did a Turbo Team where they go and they sabotage the engine, they take shit out. I'm like, yo, when he turned back to a human, he should have organs missing. That's what I was. Yeah, that's a wild ass cartoon. Cleopatra 2525 is actually a show. It was in the same block as Xena Warrior Princess. No dogs. I'ma find that shit. Cleopatra 2525. Man's had space AIDS, polyurethane. The writers on Batman had Kato and Robin fight to a draw. Man, Kato's supposed to beat Kato's supposed to beat Robin ass. Shit stupid. Bat family plot armor. Yeah, but that's also DC. DC characters be having mad plot armor. They should be losing more often. Dude on Turbo Team turns into a Pontiac Trans Am. That's hilarious, yo. So every time when I did the first Turbo Team episode I did, that shit was so insane to me that he really just turned into a fucking car, and then he had to be in pain, yo. He had to be in pain. What should I put in the background? Oh, it's about to go to Blade. I was gonna go to Universal Soldier. I feel like my Universal Soldier So Imagine was underrated. I don't know if y'all seen that one. That's the first Von Damme movie I did. I need to do another Sylvester Stallone movie too. I want to do another Sylvester Stallone movie for real. Cause I fuck with Sylvester Stallone. So tell me, hey y'all, we in here. We was talking about Cool Runnings a little bit more. But I also wanted to say, why in the 90s was the Jamaican accent so bad? Like, I don't understand. The Jamaican accent in the 90s, I'm like, why? First of all, that's not all Jamaicans. I know Jamaicans, and they don't really say Mon that much. It's really in how they say, how they pronounce certain things. I still don't understand why the only person that had a decent Jamaican accent was the dude with the square head, and that's because he was Trinidadian. He wasn't Jamaican, but he knew a little, you know what I mean? He could do it a little bit. Like, his accent was, you know, somewhat real. And the kids in the movie, and probably maybe some of the other people. But the main actors, hey, Mom, shit was trash, bro. It was a 70s Incredible Hulk cartoon when me and my mother was talking about the shows after watching the first Spider-Man movie. She sang all the old Marvel show openings. Oh, word? That's crazy. Cleopatra 2525 is on Tubi, I think. I'm about to check that out. Dude on Turbo Team turns into a party. Oh, we did that. Universal Soldier was underrated. Ever Loving Hulk. I'm going to look that up. I remember somewhere seeing the phrase DC superheroes are gods trying to be men. The Marvel superheroes are men trying to be gods. That makes sense. Because the DC superheroes is like, yo, my character more stronger than yours. That's all it is. It's like, yo, my character more stronger than yours. They just be adding powers to make the character stronger. Well, I look fuzzy. Am I fuzzy? When I'm leaning back, am I fuzzy? I don't know. That shit is weird to me. Bro had a pentagon forehead. That's a fact. Shit accents in all decades before the 2000s were cheesy. He eat more than Goku. That's a fact. I remember somewhere. Oh yeah, Rocky 3 with Mr. T. That's a fact. A shit accents in all decades before the 2000s was cheesy. Boom, boom, boom. Magic Turbo Team getting his catalyst converter stolen. I wonder what body part he would lose. That's what I'm saying. He's supposed to lose body parts, but they ain't gonna do that because it's a cartoon. But Turbo Team is some dumb shit. They sold a lot of dumb shit in the 80s though. They showed a lot of dumb shit. I saw some shit called Spiral Zone. It just randomly showed up on my algorithm. And it just looked like a dark ass cartoon. I was like, who's watching this? The Spiral Zone? Y'all know what that is? You let money with the box shaped head have it. Oh, he had to have it. Yeah, I had to let him have it. I had to let him have it because that shit looked crazy, yo. Every scene with him with that fucking weird shaped head was funny to me. And also, this actually, I watched the actual clip of the bobsledders. They did wipe out. They did like crash, but they didn't carry their whole. They didn't actually carry their bobsled. They walked with the bobsled while people carried it. But the funny shit to me is like, okay, we get that, but they did all of that stuff in that movie just to lose at the end. It was kind of wild to me. They did all that. It was like, and then lost. But people respected it. You know what I mean? You should do the Mr. T movie, Toughest Man in the World. What up, Spartacus Network? Thank you for pulling up today. Your camera is good to go. Yeah, I don't know. My camera is fresh. I got the fresh camera. Like when you draw a house as a little kid, triangle on the top. But yeah, he got the triangle. He do got the let me draw a house as a kid head with the triangle. That's a fact, bro. No, it wasn't. It was awesome. I'm still using Handsome Zombie. I need to do a song for that. Handsome zombies on me, handsome, and we're zombies. You should do the Mr. T movie. I don't even know what that is. I gotta find that. Have you seen Chalk Zone? What's that? A connected? I don't know what Chalk Zone is. Also, I'm about to jump off the live in a little bit. I got 4 more minutes. We're gonna do 40 minutes today. Always wondered if the actor had a head injury just cause to have that head. No, I think that was just some people have weird shaped heads, and back then, he probably would have worked out. He probably should have had locks or something like that, or let his hair grow out a little bit more so it covered it up. Some people just have weird shaped heads, and it really only looked weird at a certain angle. Like other angles, it looked regular, but then when he was like this, it was like so sharp. It was crazy looking. What up, Lily First? So what's the poll for next week? Pause. I don't know. I ain't think about a poll. Maybe I'll do Blank Man versus Blackula. I think Blank Man is gonna win that one. Mr. T rapping. What the fuck? Mr. T be rapping? Hey. Mr. T raps was peak back in the day. I don't know if I sell it. How the chicken looking? It look at the good. It look at the good. It look at the good. Oh shit! Should I put another 30 minutes on? Cause it's supposed to be an hour and a half. No. Okay. I just watched The Toughest Man in the World with Mr. T. That movie is a good moral movie, but funny to do for Soul Magic. The Toughest Man in the World? You know what that is, Funky? No. Huh? You unfamiliar? I'm about to look that shit up. Y'all be giving me content, bro. Chalk Zone is a cartoon where a kid has a magical piece of chalk and can draw things into existence. Ooh. That's what era is that from? The 80s and the 90s of Were Bear. Hardy Haw Haw, that's a classic, bro. Mr. T rapped on that movie. Mr. T was always rapping though, right? Wasn't that bought this thing? I want to do the Mr. T cartoon again. That shit is funny. There's an episode where the little white kid can't read. And I kind of want to do that episode, yo. He could barely read. He like, but I feel like I'm working in school, so I feel like maybe I shouldn't do that. Make fun of kids that can't read, because some kids can't read. It's real. But the fact that it's a white kid is interesting. Toughest Man in the World is on YouTube and Tubi. I'm gonna check that out. I want to see this Cleopatra 2525. That shit sounds amazing. Hi Mandela, what up, Miss B? I feel like I ain't heard from you in a minute. I gotta hit you up. I hope all is well, my G. Aware Bear, so Chalk Zone sounds like a character Marvel has now called Kid Kaiju. Kid Kaiju is a fire name, but I feel like if your name is Kid Kaiju, you should turn into a kaiju. Oh, thank you, Miss B. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to keep it together, you know what I mean? I got a wacky one for you. Dana Carvey's The Master of Disguise. Dana Carvey's The Master of Disguise. What's that about, Bobs? Have you done Captain Planet? Yeah, I did. I did a couple. I did the Captain Planet episode where Shorty was on drugs. That shit was wild funny. That was the scariest. First of all, that shit was funny, but it was like the fact that they really did that episode was crazy to me. You know what I'm talking about? The Captain Planet episode where the Russian girl goes to visit her cousin in DC, right? Right? And the rat dude, the rat dude that was like the villain in that cartoon, he is selling drugs, some shit called Bliss or something like that. He's selling drugs in DC, and then her cousin is hooked on the drug. Then he gets her hooked on the drug. Then the Planeteers is like, yo, she's supposed to be back a week ago. Like, what's up? So they go to DC and everybody's on drugs, bro. It's like they like zombies. It's like a Night of the Living Dead episode. And then at the end of the shit, yo, the cousin just dies. Her cousin dies, and then she like, oh shit, my cousin dies, and she gets it together. And then because she can't use the ring because she's on drugs, so her mind is polluted. So she can't use the ring, so they can't summon Captain Planet. And then she sees her cousin die, and then she's like, "Oh shit, my cousin is dead." So once her cousin she gets her mind back together, and then they summon Captain Planet. That shit is funny as hell, yo. Drug episodes in the 90s. I got to do some more Dare cartoons or whatever like that. I want to do some more of them G.I. Joe PSAs, but I got white people was mad at me for doing them shits. They're like, "You never be as funny as the originals." I'm like, yo, bro, leave me alone. Hold on. I remember. You remember that episode, Lalakshi? Lalaksha. You remember that? Before we go, your raps are always great. Appreciate you, Aware Bear. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be putting out some more shit. So be on the lookout. Yo, do the Power Rangers episode when the Green Ranger loses his powers. Oh, word, I would love to do that because I hate the Green Ranger. He was always too smug for me. I was like, this motherfucker showing up with this ponytail. I didn't like it. Much respect to the actor though that passed away. You should do the rapping starring Mario Van Peebles as MC Pittsburgh, not Mario Van Peebles as a rapper. What's harder to write? So Imagine or the songs for the episodes? I don't know. Maybe the So Imagines are easier to write, but the songs for the episodes, like I gotta figure. It's hard to figure out. Like I don't ever know what song I'm gonna use. Like Silver Bullet was kind of easy, just because I was like Raindrop, Drop Top, because he had that car. It was easy to write, and I love that song. And then Split Set was easy. So some of the songs come easier than others. Like Mon was easy. And I'm a baddie with my back out was kind of easy, but I don't know, it changes. But now, I mean, I'm more along the line of just doing stuff that's like, that's very much based, like music that already exists, and I'm just like, doing parodies of it. Rex Ratley, G.I. Joe was hella funny. I did a couple G.I. Joe episodes too. Do you remember Conan the Adventurer? Nah, is that a cartoon, Metal Mayhem? I do remember that the Peter Pan cartoon that used to come on Fox 5. That was fire. And I've never done David the Gnome. I should do David the Gnome. Man, PSAs and special episodes of the 80s and 90s are fever dreams. That's a fact. Linka was choked out. What are you talking about? Oh yeah, no, she was coked out. She was on drugs. You don't remember that? What up, Ren Wilson? There was an episode where Conan's crew found out he couldn't read and talk. Wait, this is a cartoon? Hold on, oh Lord, I gotta find that shit. Y'all giving me life. I'm about to take all of these suggestions. What movie do you want to see more? Spider-Man Brand New Day or Avengers Doomsday? Avengers Doomsday, because I don't know what's going on in Spider-Man Brand New Day. It's too many characters, bro. I feel like they about to put me in that shit as a villain, the So Imagine Man. Whatever I so imagine to come to life, I got reality altering powers. So imagine you just put your gun in your head and shot yourself, and then it happened. That shit, yo, that's be my superpowers. Soul Magic Man, that's me. James Bond Jr. I remember that cartoon is probably good for Soul Magic. I remember that cartoon. Dude, I was singing "He's Trash" was a masterpiece. To take a cameo song that was popular at the same time, I was singing that shit down the hallways. That's my shit. Boom, boom, boom. I play six, so you know I'm lit. Bully and my friend that I grew up with. Yeah, that's my shit. Will you be watching Daredevil Born Again season 2 next month? Of course. I watched the Marvel shows. Also, we got to talk about Wonder Man was fire. Wonder Man was dope, y'all. Um, the Conan cartoon was fire. So imagine, man. So imagine, man. All right, I'm about to figure. I'm finna skedaddle. Any last minute super likes y'all want to do? $2, $3, $10, $30, whatever you want to do it. And I'm finna skedaddle. Bobby's World is that shit. Like the Purple Man, that's a fact. Yeah, that's a fact. That's the cameo in the MCU. At Black Zeus pops up in the MCU movies to do So Imagine in the movie. That's my new character, So Imagine Man. With your hoe ass. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for kicking it with me. Much love and respect to y'all. I'll be on my Instagram lives here and there during the week, and I'm gonna start doing Facebooks too. I might jump on Facebook a little bit after this. But thank y'all for showing love and supporting me. And yeah, man. I'll see y'all next week. Oh, my cat about to pull up on this shit.